So, welcome back to the final part of my conversation with my ambassador, sort of Sam Smith. We were talking earlier about, the impact that it can have going into prisons and sort of talking to people. And we've been able to go into a number of prisons, haven't we, over the last sort of 12 months as part of the programme, to talk to young people in Warrington. We've talked to people, long-termers at Buckley Hall for the Inspiring Speaker session. We've also done sort of Wymont Prison. We've also been to Kirkham and sort of Thorn Cross. So we've been trying to sort of spread the message in terms of, this could be a pathway for people to lead a crime-free future. So in terms of the impact again, just to sort of reflect, different people have different sort of understandings, and we went to Berwick as well, didn't we?
Yes.
Where we saw some of the guys that are in the prison workshops, which on the face of it sounded quite glamorous, MOD workshops, but unfortunately, it was more of an industrial workshop. So it was challenging, but I think we had sort of good sort of impact. So in terms of the feedback from the sessions, so how important do you think what we're doing is to help inspire the people in prison, and what sort of takeaways do you think they got from our conversations and you inspiring them as part of our session?
I think it's vitally important. The entrepreneurs, the Entrepreneurs Unlocked Ambassador Programme, Inspiring Speaker sessions are vital, because if you can change one person's life, you're saving a lot of money for the prison, you're changing a life, and that life change can change others. So I think it's vitally important. The feedback we've had from all the visits to the prisons has been inspiring. We've had, 100% engagement, the comments inspired. Listening to your story, Sam, has inspired me. We've had so much positivity. It must continue. The funding must be found somewhere, because it's working. We're making a difference to people's lives. There's many. I remember going to Lancaster. The people there, and going to Berwyn. Everywhere we've been, we've had an impact.
Definitely.
And they wanted us to come back. Warrington House. When are you coming back? Are you coming back? We want to see you again. And it's the funding needs to be there. This is groundbreaking stuff, and the funding needs to be there for this. It can change lives and save, money, and the community as well. It has an impact across everything, David.
Definitely, and I think from a social perspective, isn't it? If someone comes out of custody and doesn't reoffend, and then they start to have a positive impact on themselves and maybe their family and their other role models. From an economic perspective, purely, it costs £18 billion, the cost of reoffending, and £4.5 billion to keep people in custody. We're building another 10,000 prison places, which are going to cost, £2 billion, something along those lines. So we're going to be putting more people in custody, but there needs to be investment in terms of helping people change their lives. And for me, as a taxpayer and you as a taxpayer, we've seen all that money being spent. So for us, as business people and entrepreneurs, we understand the return on investment to help someone not come into jail is significantly better than the money being put in when someone goes back to jail. And I think we need to sort of change the narrative somehow in terms of sort of doing those types of things. And I think in terms of our future work, we're not just going into prisons now. We're trying to do work in the community. We're trying to develop other sort of partnerships, because if you can stop someone coming to jail in the first place, that's even better than someone being in custody and then not reoffending.
So it's all about crime prevention, isn't it? It's reducing crime and preventing crime, and the programs that we're running together with Genuine Futures and Entrepreneurs Unlocked will reduce crime. It will, reduce antisocial behaviour. We know there's problems in our communities, but we've got solutions here, and it's all about, we know the problem, but we want to focus on the solutions. And it's about entrepreneurship, creating enterprises, and unlocking skills and talents, and helping, not just those who are in prison, all types of people in society who are on the fringes of crime, who are on, who are not feeling it very unstable at the minute. We want to have an audience with those people because we know we can change their mindsets.
Yeah, and I think as a country, we need to grow the economic pie, don't we? Because it's a bit too small at the moment.
Absolutely.
And we're having to borrow from other sort of places. So, the people that we speak to, if we think about people in prison, lots of service industry, lots of construction workers. We know that there's 50,000 vacancies in construction. There's going to be 200,000 a shortfall because of the skill shortage. But there's people in prison that have the skills and talents. They just need nurturing and developing. We spoke to people that want to be barbers, painters, decorators, web designers, e-commerce people. So there's loads and loads of ideas, and every time we go in, there's always someone with a bit of a curveball idea. I think someone wanted to be like a farmer or a keep bees and sort of things like that. Ways to earn money to stop them coming back to crime. And I think it's a fascinating sort of world, isn't it? And if we can sort of work together to sort of do that. So for my sort of to summarise, again, you get the second last word, I get the last word. So again, one sort of final message for the audience in terms of, where do you feel the next steps are for Genuine Futures and Entrepreneurs Unlocked in terms of our progression? How else can we be supported? What's really the key for us?
I think the key for us now is to have conversations with funders, with schools, with organisations who also want to work and support those people in prison or those who are on the fringes of crime. We want to support them. I think it's about working together collaboratively. We need to create more enterprises. We need to create more, opportunities for the people. It's all about creating those opportunities. We've got, like you just mentioned, David, there's lots of gaps there. There's a shortfall in construction. We want to have an audience with those people to change their mindsets that they can and do it. And it's about giving them that inspiration and, giving them that empowerment, really. It is all about empowering them, showing them a way that there is a way out of adversity. There's there's a different way to live a crime-free future.
Fantastic.
That's what it's all about.
Really good. So the final point then, as you say, hopefully you've been inspired by Sam and his wonderful story. I'm proud and privileged for him to be sort of part of my ambassador network. If you want to know more about Entrepreneurs Unlocked, just search us at www.entrepreneursunlocked.org. Find us on the message page, drop us a message, and let's start that conversation, and we can change futures through entrepreneurship. So thank you, Sam.
Thank you very much, David. Thank you.